Hey everyone, after a long time I am covering an IPO that is looking very promising. IPO is of IdeaForge, which is an undisputed leader in Indian drone market with 50% market share. This IPO would open on 26 June. So in this video I want to discuss its business model, leadership, then future growth, then key risk and IPO details along with valuation. But before I proceed, this video is only for educational purpose. I am not a SEBI registered advisor. So kindly do your own research before investing. Alright, let's get started. The journey of IdeaForge started in 2004 when two IIT Bombay students Ankit Mehta and Rahul Singh came up with an idea of quadcopter for their college project. So they built their first prototype in 2004. Then they kept on working towards the technology and started working with DRDO to deliver autopilot technology, which is the brain of drone. Eventually, they established IdeaForge in 2007. So what started as a fun college project has now become India's largest drone company with 50% market share. That's sheer dominance. In fact, IdeaForge is ranked 7th in the world in dual usage category of civil and defense drone manufacturing as of December 22. What it means is IdeaForge is not only an undisputed leader in India, but also one of the top players globally. So its market is not just limited to India, but all over the world. The biggest strength of IdeaForge is their vertically integrated solution, including hardware and software. Everything is designed, developed and manufactured in-house. They are one of the few original equipment manufacturers globally to have their own proprietary autopilot subsystem and ground control software. So autopilot software enables the drone to be controlled by remote and provide autonomous completion of flights with intelligent fail-safe feature, such as your return on home on low battery, then high wind, then communication loss and battery imbalance. Due to its continuous focus on product development and innovation, IdeaForge has filed 41 patents applications so far that include 20 international patent applications and 21 applications in India. If you look at their product portfolio, they have a wide range of UAVs. So drones are also called UAV, that stands for Unmanned Aircraft System. One of their UAV is Switch UAV that offers up to 15 km of operational range with 120 minutes of flight time and 25 times optical zoom. So it is used for long range, high endurance, high altitude, last mile surveillance and security operation. Then it includes Ninja UAV, that is the lightest UAV with 2 km operational range, flight time of 20 to 25 minutes and up to 2 kg takeoff weight. Likewise, there are many other UAVs like Netra V4 UAV, Q41 UAV, then Rhino UAV, Q6 UAV that finds application in various categories. Now it's very important to understand the application of these drones. So broadly you can categorize the application in two parts, mapping and security and surveillance. Within mapping it includes your land surveys like clear demarcation of boundary, then field management, planning, designing, establishing accurate land record. Then another usage is in mining sector where you need to ensure safety of worker. Then it finds application in construction and real estate projects where land mapping and surveying is crucial for project planning to improve operational efficiency. Then within security and surveillance, one of the usages is in anti-terror where the drones can provide 360-degree coverage to identify potential threats and track terrorists. Another usage is in border security to keep a close eye on the border and support soldiers in harsh weather conditions. Then another application is in crime control where the drones can help in chasing the suspect and controlling crimes. IdeaForge UAV has been used in extreme conditions from low temperature at high altitude such as in Ladakh to very high temperature such as in Thar Desert. In short, drones find usage in both civil and defense sector with immense application. I hope you got a clear picture of IdeaForge product offering and its end application. As far as customers are concerned, IdeaForge has served 265 customers so far, including your central armed police force, then state police department, then disaster management forces, then forest department, then private contractor of smart cities, and then CE Infosystem, which is the parent company of MapMyIndia and so on. Company has manufacturing facility in Navi Mumbai spanning across 21,000 square feet area. As far as leadership is concerned, Mr. Ankit Mehta is the co-founder and CEO. He's an IIT Bombay alumni with dual degree program of BTech and MTech. Then Mr. Rahul Singh is another co-founder and VP of engineering and he has done his graduation in mechanical engineering from IIT Bombay. Then Ashish Bhatt is another co-founder and VP of R&D. He also holds bachelor degree in electrical engineering from IIT Bombay. So 3 young co-founders and all from IT Bombay. It speaks everything about their pedigree. Now let us try to understand the future growth prospects of IdeaForge. The growth prospect of drone can be bifurcated into 2 segments, defense and civil. Now within defense, drones are a critical part of modern warfare that cost few tens of thousands of dollars and are able to precisely attack and destroy heavy artillery worth millions of dollars. So within defense, drones find usage in 3 key areas. First is your intelligence, surveillance and target acquisition and reconnaissance. Second is your combat, and third is your logistical support. In Indian context, we are surrounded by enemies and drones play a very important role in keeping a surveillance. For instance, by May 22, your 53 drones incursions were identified at India-Pakistan border. Then security forces shut down these NAVs 9 times. To defend against such UAVs, India will look forward to expand its fleet of drone and integrating counter-drone technology into its defense program. Then with China, we have conflict on line of actual control and again requires strengthening border controls and security. Since drones are extremely critical in defense sector, last year Indian government has banned the import of foreign drones to encourage domestic manufacturing. But there are certain exceptions. For instance, import of drone by Indian government entities or other recognized R&D entities will be allowed. Please note that the import of drone components are not banned. But this push from Indian government is one of the biggest growth driver for exponential growth in Indian drone industry. Moreover, drone sector is also part of PLI scheme and IdeaForge has been shortlisted as one of the beneficiary of PLI scheme. Apart from defense sector, drones find huge number of application in civil sector. For example, government is using drone for monitoring the state of infrastructure like power, then communication network, port, airport, railway, bridge and so on. Then drones can be used by construction companies to monitor the structure of project to develop city plan. Drones can provide useful analytical data for crowd and traffic management. Then within agriculture sector, drones enable farmers to gather the information that can help in your crop health management, then crop treatment, then field soil analysis, crop damage assessment and so on. Within media and entertainment, film directors are using drone to capture aerial shots for a specific scenario that previously required helicopter. That ultimately is reducing their operating cost. Then aerial photography that captures images from high elevation has also grown in popularity. Then another important usage of drone is in GIS, that is Geographic Information System for mapping and surveying, like you're identifying clear ownership of property. Then another potential usage of drone is in logistics sector. There's an increase in demand for faster and more efficient delivery at low cost, especially in the e-commerce sector. Today, customers are willing to pay extra to get package delivered on the same day. This will increase the usage and acceptance of drone in logistic and transportation market in India. In fact, in China and US, drones are already delivering food and other products. In short, drone is still in a nascent stage and it's a sunrise sector with very bright future. As per report, the Indian drone market is projected to grow from $43 million in FY22 to $812 million by FY27. That's around 80% CAGR growth between 22 to 27. And within this sector, IdeaForge is an undisputed leader with a market share of 50%. A 50% market share itself speaks everything about the moat of the company. Company has first mover advantage with years of relationship with key clients, and the biggest moat of the company is its complete indigenous capability of in-house design, development and manufacturing with 41 patent applications being filed. Out of this, 10 patents have been granted in India and 15 patents have been granted outside India. Moreover, IdeaForge is a vertically integrated company that manufactures hardware, including your UAVs, payload, batteries, then your chargers, communication system, as well as software and embedded subsystems, including your autopilot software that enables your remote control and autonomous completion of flight. And this is what creates a strong moat for the company. By the way, IdeaForge is also developing UAVs offering longer flight times and larger payload carrying capacity. They also intend to focus on developing middle mile logistics, where they intend to build a platform with a payload carrying capacity of more than 100 kg and capable of traveling for more than 100 km. That can be a game changer for the company. They also have launched drone as a service, which is a ready-to-fly network of drone that allows users to schedule or request on-demand flight without the hassle of owning hardware, software or manpower. As far as markets are concerned, currently IdeaForge caters to Indian market. However, they are planning to expand into international market. They are currently present in Oman and USA and are evaluating expansion in Bangladesh, Vietnam and Nepal, and will be able to further expand its presence in United States, which is the biggest market for drones in the world. So far we have discussed only the positive side of the business. Now it's very important to look at the key risk. First risk is volatile order book. Over the past 3 years, companies' revenues have grown exponentially from 34 crore in FY21 to 159 crore and 186 crore in FY23. However, please note that this crazy growth in last 2-3 years might not be sustainable. It all depends upon the order book. For example, in FY21, their order book was 136 crore, in FY22 it jumped to 310 crore, but in FY23 it again fell down to 192 crore. Out of this, 96% order are from Indian government. So in the near term, the order book can remain volatile, that can impact its revenue and profit. Then second key risk is negative cash flow from operation. While IdeaForge was profitable in FY22 and 23, its cash flow from operations were negative due to investment in product development, which is a positive thing. But company has very long working capital days of 512 in FY21, that got reduced to 121 days, but in FY23 working days were 301. Moreover, inventory days are also very high with 205 days in FY23, and the debtor days are also very high, and that is the reason company has always struggled with cash flow. The key reason is currently more than 95% revenue of the company is from government entities that takes a lot of time to make payment. So keep this risk in mind. Then third risk is dependence on global vendors for component import. While IdeaForge manufactures its product in-house, it still has dependency for import of certain components from foreign players like China. So if critical components become unavailable, it can impact the manufacturing and delivery and ultimately company's revenue and profit. Then fourth risk is dependence on single manufacturing facility. Currently they only have one manufacturing facility in Navi Mumbai, so any slowdown or shutdown of this facility can impact company's financial. And fifth risk is compliance issue. Since drone sector is highly regulated, company needs to maintain the compliance. Any non-compliance to regulation can impact penalties. And there have been cases in the past where company has faced non-compliance issue and delays. So this is again a key risk. Apart from this, there are other risks like your technology obsolescence and rising competition along with cyber attack and viruses. Now let us look at the IPO detail. So IdeaForge IPO date is between 26 June to 29 June and issue sizes 567 crore, out of which there is a fresh issue of 240 crore and remaining 327 crore is offered for sale. From the net proceed of fresh issue of equity, the company will utilize 50 crore for repayment of borrowing, 135 crore for working capital, 40 crore for product development and rest for general corporate expenses. Company share price band is between 638 rupee to 672 and one lot include 22 shares. At higher price band, company would command a market cap of 2,800 crore and a PE ratio of 87. Now this is very high valuation. I'm sure the management knows that there is a huge craze for defense stock and hence they are leveraging the situation. Although considering the immense growth potential in the sector and company's leadership, it will certainly command a premium. The only question is it worth paying such high premium? Although it looks like the IPO would receive a great response because of its exponential growth potential. So it looks like worth applying for both short-term and long-term wealth creation. But the biggest catch is that when an IPO has high grey market premium and high interest, the allocation chances are very low. So in case you don't receive the IPO allotment and let's say share price jump 40-50% on listing day itself, I would suggest keeping an eye in this particular stock, keep it in your watch list and wait for the right time to invest. There is certainly great potential, but the only point is investing at decent valuation. Although if you look at the peers, it includes MTR that command a PE of 56, then Data Pattern commands a PE of 81 and Astra Microwave commands a PE of 50. So all peers in this sector have high valuation. But again, this is not an apple to apple comparison. If you look at company's investor, over the years, IdeaForge has raised funding from marquee names like Infosys, Qualcomm Asia Pacific, then your Celesta Capital, etc. And IdeaForge has recently raised 254 crore via Anchor Book ahead of IPO and it received interest from marquee investors including PineBridge Global Fund, then your Nomura, then your Ashoka India, then HSBC Mutual Fund as well as Goldman Sachs India. So overall, if we conclude, IdeaForge is an undisputed leader in drone technology with 50% market share in India that is still in nascent stages and is clearly a sunrise sector with application across defense and civil sector. Company has been a pioneer in this space with very strong leadership and years of relationship with clients. Moreover, company is vertically integrated and manufacture both hardware and software that creates a very strong moat around its business. Although there are certain risks, including negative cash flow from operation, volatile order book, increasing competition, compliance issue, and so on. The IPO is looking very promising, but the only concern is higher valuation. But still, this IPO should receive a great response. And like I said, for long-term investors, if you don't get this allotment, then keep this company in your watch list to add it at right time. I hope you'll find this analysis useful. For more such informative content, do subscribe to this channel. And if you are looking for complete knowledge on money management, fundamental analysis, you can explore my courses where I have a weekly series that covers my investment strategy as well as in-depth knowledge on stock investment, mutual fund and personal finance. I'll see you next video. Till then, take care.